I ain't fucking with that name. I'm like,
So,
like that name corny as fuck. What the fuck is a battle hawk, yo?
yeah.
All right, let's
What
see.
you doing? You setting it up? You set it up on YouTube?
Yeah, it's already going. Hold on, we gotta do what I do exhibition. That tell you how long it's been since I done played somebody online.
Nah, go back to the hub, right? And then we gotta play a friend. So yeah, go to online, play a friend.
Oh, you said it right too. Anyway, I'm tripping.
Yeah.
Under accessibility. Nah, this ain't that.
No, it sounds like. Let me see. When you start the game up, yeah, it's like go to exhibition, go to online head to head, and then go to play a friend.
Alright.
Our shit will be in there.
There
You
we go.
gotta set up however you want. You want weather, no weather, injuries, the whole works. Set it up. What's your YouTube channel?
Damn, which one is it? It's STLB1226.
Okay.
Or is it STLB314? I got like 3 damn YouTube channels, but I only put videos on one of them. Alright. So I sent you the invite. Let me see. Create game. Fatigue on. Injuries will be cool. Even teams off. Put on 6, 5, 6. Let's keep on 6.
6 minutes.
Weather. Oh, we had that. Alright. There we go. Yeah, I guess I'll play with the. Damn, fuck, I don't want to do that, but I guess I'll play with the Giants.
You gonna play the Giants last Yeah.
I just make it do your thing.
Okay. Okay, I see what it says. Let me see. Invite to the game, and then it got watch broadcast as well. So which one am I going to? Okay, I got it.
Excuse my crunching. I ain't ate all day. So.
Nah, it's all good. So I just had me some eggs and salmon.
I just made me some generic nachos. Ain't nothing but just chips and dip.
I'm trying to see what this is. You sent the invite for the game?
Yeah.
Okay, you'll see the invitation. Okay, whatever. That's what I had to leave it up. Alright, cool. Alright, that should be popping up in there. There we go.
Damn, this might be the lowest rated. Okay, now somebody else. Okay, Jets lowest rated.
Yeah, that's why I be telling you. Jets is horrible, man. I play with that, man.
Home road. Damn, I didn't know they had the black joints.
Yeah, Jets.
Yeah,
Jets. Giants got that red shit too.
Yeah, I was gonna think about putting on the red, but I was gonna wait to see what you was rocking.
Yeah, good. I'm
Cause I made a Jets franchise. What I do is I play franchise mode now, strictly.
Oh, okay.
So what I do is I like the Giants helmet. There we go. So what I do is
go with blue.
I'm gonna rock the red jersey.
Okay.
But what I do is I go back and I do a redraft. So I go back, I sit with Wikipedia. I go back and look at where everywhere that they made a mistake at drafting. And I look behind that pick. So like I said, the Jets had like the 6th pick. I look below them. look for a player that fits my style, the game I want to run, and I swap out the players. As long as the player doesn't, you know what I'm saying, like if it's a wide receiver and the team already got 8 wide receivers, and he at 80 overall and they got 4 wide receivers that's above an 80, I ain't gonna do that. I'll swap them to another team, take a player from that team that was in the same draft, and then put them on.
Oh, okay.
To try to make it still seem like I ain't just completely cheating. You know what I mean? Because I'm really a Browns fan, and that's why I started doing with them. Because, you know, with the Browns, I'm sitting there all the time like I can't play with these motherfuckers.
Oh yeah, I rocks with them.
So just like now, I don't fuck with that Oklahoma quarterback.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as
I go back and I get
MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with their rivals and co-tenants here in the building, the New York Jets. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
That Tyreek a cheat code.
This is fielded a couple yards deep.
I always get Tyreek. He was a 5th round pick.
And he'll get it up to
cheat
about
code.
the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
As long as I got him on the squad, that's all that matters.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I don't do that bitch shit where like if it's 4th and 10, 15, 20 at my 12, I punt it. I don't do that. I don't do all that other shit. Nah, I play real football, fam. Yeah,
yeah. You supposed to. I mean, if it's 4th and 6. I might go for it.
4 yards to pick up first down.
Well, I know I got to pay.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
You're supposed to play real football anyway. I'm mad at the play.
Right.
57's the mic. All day, punk. Hey,
operating from the gun. Jones, open target here, Darius Slayton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards and a giant
so how you stream it to YouTube anyway?
And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
Yeah, I just hit the button, it asks Twitch or YouTube.
We talked about it.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Watch the screen. Hey, box drop. Under 10. Go. 54, right there. 54, Mike. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. Go. Your nightmares.
Yeah, I'm Peyton Manning too at quarterback. I ought to go off everything.
Here's Jones on first down. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. The catch and run.
That must have been a computer because I didn't even hit the button. I was still waiting for the receiver. Look for the receiver was open. Because I seen your man covered them, so I was like, nah, I can't go there.
As methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball over here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose.
60 outlaw. Watch 54. Here we go. Watch the twist. X3. 218. Chopper. Come. Hey, Delta. Yo. Go. Now.
Jones on 1st and 10. He completes Hands it to Tate. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
We'll put the headphones back on at the half.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion.
Let's go now. 10 Lobo. 54. Rock it. Switch. Yes. Hey, exit.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous. Let's go.
Throwing on first down. Jones. This is Shepard on the catch. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Watch the curl.
Yep.
Mike's 54. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Out. 6-6. Pull it high. Bravo. Now.
54, right there. 54 Mike. I'm coming.
Be Griffin.
Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Darryl Roberts right there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Let's go.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
You're not ready.
General West.
Patch it.
Look at me. Zipper. Hey, Zoo.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Go.
What do you want?
Hey, Charlie.
Mike's 54. Watch the out.
Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike, 54.
Jones now going to throw on 3rd and goal. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You can have a lot to handle in this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. Here's a throw out wide to Anderson. And now look at him go. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson, 74 yards. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
2nd and 2 at the 31-yard line.
Ready, 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Hey!
Let's go right here.
Hey, seam 6.
57's Mike. It's coming this way. Here we go.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Bandit.
Ready.
This is Barkley. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Mike 54.
Buzz.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4".
Go.
Mike's 5'4". Think you gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get
Hey, orbit.
54's Mike.
Now it's Barkley. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Haywood.
Here we go. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Yo, go, go.
57's the mic. 57.
Hey, high 7. Shoot.
Barkley. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Set, ready? 70, Indy.
Down to lose 1. Whip. Watch the whip.
Hey, Alpha.
57's the mic.
Yes.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
Oh, here we go. Oh.
Now Jones. It's caught. Shepard. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16.
That's another Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Ready up.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10.
Smooth. Yep.
Watch the play. Motion. Pop. Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Get it.
They'll run with Barkley. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Shift.
Hey, wahoo.
57's the mic.
Now.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. 57. Mike, 57. Coming to you. 57. Go.
From the gun, Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop.
Look at me. Zipper.
Mike's 5-4. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
Rush in. Gone.
Rush in.
Hit it.
Here's Jones on 3rd down. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants have taken the lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 33.
The Jets offense ready to go in this battle of New York. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
Check 55.
Ready? Hey, go. 55. Check 55.
From the 41, Darnold airing one out for, and that's caught inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Yeah, that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. It sets them back for second down. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Darnold complete to Crowder, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Third and long, it's Darnold. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. So on fourth down, the Jets turn to kicker Sam Ficken. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected. But a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And some room to maneuver. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Ready,
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Go. Deuce. He's crashing.
Hey, Deuce.
Throwing Jones. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Darryl Roberts right there on the coverage.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Mike's 57.
Ready.
Jones going to throw again. He's got his man. This is Tate. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Jones now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%. And it's 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Here we go. 10 Lobo. Leo.
Check 3.
Hey, seam 6.
Tight dog.
Bam. Shoot.
A first down carry for Barkley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
I saw triangle open on that interception, and I hit the X instead of hitting triangle. I seen his ass getting open. I'm like, oh shit. But I ended up hitting X.
Yeah, that worked for me though. I was cool with it. I said, fuck it. Take this one to the house, baby.
As soon as I threw it, I see where the ball was going. I'm like, damn.
In the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Jets offense ready to go in this battle of New York. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done they're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
You got nothing. Ready? 47's the
Five.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. And he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Darnold going to lead the offense up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. A gain of 3, 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Darnold. Herndon's got it complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. To throw is Darnold. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
1st and goal, Jets.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That'll bring out 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on 2nd down. Darnold, and he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Jets will extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
Now.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Go. Hey, Haywood.
Check, Mike 57, Mike 57.
Get it.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here.
Go. Hey, high 7.
57's Mike.
Let's go, let's go.
Yo, Cheetah.
7. Come off the ball, hard.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And this one's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, defense, let's go.
61, Matchbox Lights. Hey, Alpha. Yes.
Motion. Mike's 54.
Hit it.
On the run, it's Barkley. And an alley to run. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get him into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
You got tight right there.
Smooth.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Let's go. Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone.
Big grip.
Back to throw. Jones. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
Let's get this. Call stay.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Not today, you want. Not today.
Darnold. A screen to Bell. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. Past the 20. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Point after try forthcoming. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Here's Sam Ficken now for the Jet field goal. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Again, it's Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. But he will not make the 1st down marker, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, they look like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. Now Bell, a nice little juke. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Jets will extend their lead. Well, that turned out how they wanted. Run the toss play to the left side, go for that pylon, get in there.
And just being able to understand where the pylon was and sneak it in there, well done, well executed.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Sam Ficken now for the Jet field goal. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Ready. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. A 1st down run from Barkley, pretty well defended. Give him 3 yards on the play. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 1st down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
I ain't hear you. The TV ain't turned up that loud.
Oh, I said, now you got to start playing online again.
On 1st down.
Oh, no, the
and he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
I had a play long ago that the camera view changed on me, and it didn't acknowledge the route that I called. So that's why I was just like, fuck it.
He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before.
That's why I'm just running the same play over and over now. I'm like, fuck it, man, shoot the fuck out of me.
Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to
run again.
Defense is still having your linebackers.
Same team, or you want somebody else?
I got to go get with a mobile quarterback, to be honest.
Yeah, pick who you get, man.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not in the last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
And now with 4 seconds left,
my camera view been fucked up for like the last 10 minutes. So that's why you ain't see I ain't make no adjustments no more. Nothing. I'm like, fuck it, man. I'm like, this. I can't even do shit.
You got to press the right diagonal, not the left diagonal stick, not the stick, but the arrows. Press that shit down, it changes the camera.
Yeah, it like I was able to get it on offense, but I couldn't switch it back on defense. That's why I was like, fuck it. He gonna win it.
On defense, it's supposed to automatically go back.
Nah, that's why I was stuck on that cornerback. I just like, fuck it, I ain't even finna change. I'm just finna let him run his plays.
Now they're going to try this again. It's another
Damn it, I picked the wrong fucking play again.
But he will not.
I thought that was a regular fucking play.
First down marker. That'll be a turnover on down.
I don't play kicking game on franchise mode. I let the computer simulate.
Jets, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
That's why the last time it wasn't a real fake punt. That's why I just let you go on and sack
themselves. I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I
that
get the sense it was
I hit
much
the wrong
more
button. That shit did me in. But when I called my next, it was about 3 plays into my next drive. The camera view changed. The fucking receiver, I was trying to get Golden Tate to run the in route. He kept running out, and that's why I threw the ball. That play where you seen like they was trying to get the they both were trying to catch the ball behind your defenders. He wasn't even supposed to be out there. The damn man didn't even recognize my damn my route change. Because I already saw, I knew where he was supposed to be, so I automatically hit circle because I saw where your defender was at. I'm like, okay, Golden Tate gonna be right there. Boom. Next thing I know, I'm looking, I'm like, where the fuck the ball going? And I see Golden Tate running the same fucking route as the other receiver. I'm like, nah, he ain't even supposed to be there, man. I was gonna work it down the field because you see on that other play I did an out route. I was like, okay, he playing deep, so I'm just gonna work it down the field and kick a field goal. Unless he give me something open. Yeah, I got pissed off, fucking man. Because you see, like I run out of shotgun. You see, I stopped going out of shotgun. I just started going regular. I was just like, fuck it. Yeah, I'm gonna use Baltimore. I'm gonna go get my boy Lamar.
Okay.
All right, that one play I could have scrambled, but I'm like, I don't know this quarterback speed. He look big as fuck. Like he can't move. Cause your linebacker was sitting right there playing read, and I'm like, if I had a mobile quarterback, I could probably juke him. but I'm like, this big motherfucker probably ain't gonna go nowhere. And then, so I just like, fuck it, throw it.
Shit, so you say you playing with Lamar, right? All right, good.
Yeah, I'm playing with Lamar.
All right.
I think is this all the same? Yeah, it's all the same. Okay.
Yeah, all the same.
Yeah, I just want to have it there just so I know. I can scramble if I need to. Yeah, Lamar my quarterback on every team I got. I trade Sam Darnold to Baltimore, and I trade that bitch from Oklahoma off of Cleveland to Baltimore. I'm so used to playing franchise mode, I forgot I had to go in here and do this. You was getting off on them underneath routes though. I don't know with this with Baltimore defense, I might have a better outside linebacker pressure.
Oh, definitely.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This is fielded at the goal line.
I'm tripping. I'm returning kick. Damn.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Ready? 91. 56.
Come on. You better bring it.
Go. Go back. We got motion. Back up. Short. 56. Mike's 56. It's a party now. Woo! 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Orbit. Bill. Wild Bill.
56 to Mike.
And the former Heisman winner. This is Mark Ingram. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
Here we go. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. I'm coming out.
They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Ready. Let's go with the plan. Here we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Go. Coming. Go.
53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike.
So don't say nothing.
53 is the Mike. 53. Check 53. It's a party now. Squeeze. It's a party now. Check 26. Check 26.
Now Jackson on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Go. Roy. Echo. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Watch the backer. Yeah. Big Ed.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hand.
I'm already getting pissed off because my receiver, I'm looking at the play art. My receiver's supposed to be running a certain route. This motherfucker keep dropping back and pass protecting. This shit is pissing me the fuck off.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Switch.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Let's set a tone, fellas.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He finds Roberts, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup.
Check. Check. Slow.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Snead's got it. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
Check.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Cut.
Hey, 1-7. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Night, sweetheart.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down, being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds through the end zone, and that will go as a turnover as the defense will get it at the 20-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And nothing but daylight ahead. 20, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Damian Williams, an 80-yard touchdown, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down at about the 15. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down now, it's Ingram. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Time to go, night.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices, it's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling, maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Speaking of Damian Williams, great Super Bowl, 17 carries over 100 yards and a touchdown on the ground. Charles, he also had one through the air. Did you think he would have that type of a game?
I wasn't sure that we would see that type of a game, but I knew he would be a part of their offense in terms of trying to break down what San Francisco does, that he would get the bulk of carries. But did I see 104 yards on the ground and a touchdown? Probably not. Did I see him catching one as well, 133 yards of total offense? Probably not. But give him his due, because now in his postseason career, which is 6 games, 5 of them with Kansas City, 1 with Miami, he scored 11 touchdowns.
Wow.
So on the big stage, the big lights, he produces, and he actually won the battle between undrafted free agent running backs, because his total versus Raheem Mostert, who ran for, I believe, 58 yards and a touchdown for San Francisco. Advantage Kansas City, advantage Damian Williams.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 9-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and 8, Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him, because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult, because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
Yellow.
Check 48's to Mike.
Mahomes now on 1st down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 49 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They toss to Ingram. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now it's Ingram. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. So possession goes over here on the punt. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. There he goes right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 50 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Butker on for the PAT. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hey, watch the slant. Mike 54. Mike 54. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Ingram. And he stopped immediately there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Here's Sam Cook now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Yellow.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Mahomes now on 1st down. It's Hill, complete. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Butker now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Showing it. Hot seven. Mike 54. Mike 50. Go. Here we go. Hey, get out the field. Oh.
Jackson on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards. Now with the season over, Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP, Coach of the Year. John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year, Offensive and Defensive Rookies of the Year. That went to Kyler Murray and Nick Bosa. And the Comeback Player of the Year, Charles, Ryan Tannehill, no surprise there.
Not to mention the #1 award that the NFL gives out, the one that they give the most, that credence isn't the right word, the most attention to, and the one that they want trumpeted the most. That's the Walter Payton Man of the Year, because that represents the totality of a player in the NFL, not just what they do on the field, but off the field as well. And that goes to Calais Campbell, the defensive tackle for the Jacksonville Jaguars. What a great award. Congratulations, Calais.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Silver.
Wait.
Check.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. So that'll back them up 5. Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. That's going to set them back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. After the penalty, it's Ingram. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Right now in the second quarter on the defensive side, they got to feel pretty good about what they're doing.
They should embrace the feeling they have now, embrace the way that they're playing, and continue that through the half. I know defensive coordinators, sometimes they overthink it, start wondering how they're going to be attacked. Just keep doing what you're doing because it's working.
And it's going to be a short field to work with after this one. It's touchdown at the 45-yard line.
Yellow. On the line. All day, baby, all day.
They go play action here on 1st down. Forced out to his left. His throw incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Well, partner, this is where I need the color commentator. I'm not sure what to say about that one.
Hey, you and me both, my man. Let's just let that one go and move on.
Deal. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 9-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to pour it on.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Here's Jackson to throw. It's complete to Snead. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10.
He's coming. Double. He's coming. Double up. Orbit. Delta. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Kill.
From the gun, Jackson. Roberts has it. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Alert 3.
Neil. 3. Bang. Go.
Mike 56.
Now it's Jackson. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 27-yard line. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Echo. Watch the ship.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Go. 56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. That's what I do.
And Jackson throwing once more. That is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Call that a very strong gain of 24. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Throwing is Mahomes on third. And that is incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
Returnable for Thomas. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10, kind of a starter or an opener, whatever they.
There he goes left side, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Seth Roberts, 70 yards, and the Ravens, they claw one back. We were just saying off-air during halftime, could they mount a comeback, and how would it start? Well, it started in a hurry.
Yeah, they have to get back into the game, right? So if you're going to do that, you think to yourself, we need points right here on the opening drive. But even in their best game plan, did they expect it to be a one-play drive and put the points on the board? Probably not.
No, probably not, but they got it in a big way. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Let's get to some Hall of Fame talk while we have a second, because last week we mentioned the 15 guys that we knew were going into the Hall. 5 added. Isaac Bruce, Steve Hutchinson, Edgerrin James, Steve Atwater, and Troy Polamalu. You think about it, CD. For Polamalu, it was his first year of eligibility. People knew he would go in. Atwater was his 16th year. He had to wait a long time.
He certainly did, and I often wonder about the psychology of it all, because when you're young in your career, meaning young retired, right, these things mean something to you. But I don't know if they hit with the same impact as it will for a Steve Atwater. 16th year. Now, I think Steve would like somewhere to be a happy medium. Maybe the 8th year would have been a lot better. But the bottom line is, the older you get, boy, imagine the emotions running through there, the validation, probably haven't had the applause in a long time. That's going to come back to you now. Troy Polamalu, he essentially stepped off the field and into the Hall of Fame, but it doesn't matter. Bottom line is getting there. Congratulations to all.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Check 56. Hey, tight. 56 the mic. 56 is the mic.
Hey, let's get in them holes.
No. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Hey, I'm coming after you.
Mike, 56. Mike, 56.
Go. Exit. Smoke.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. Well, switching gears, CD, I got to tell you, it's always sad now that football's over. We've got a long wait until Thursday, September 10th.
It's okay.
I know, but
okay.
September 10th.
You're getting a little misty there.
That's when the 101st season starts. We just finished off season 100. I don't know. What are we going to do till then?
Well, I'm going to rest and relax a little bit, and so are you, but you're exactly right. It won't take us long to start to say, okay, when does camp start? How about OTAs, mini camps? We'll follow the draft. We'll do all the football things, but there'll be nothing like Thursday, September 10th, 2020, and they'll likely be in Arrowhead, right? They'll likely be there for Kansas City. I know it's not a given, But after winning the Super Bowl after a 50-year wait with that organization and that franchise and family, oh, that game's going to be there that Thursday night.
Yeah, well, in the meantime, we do have some work to do because they're still picking up the controllers out there in Madden land, I hope.
Yeah, certainly you have to. And why wouldn't you? Because you go ahead and play now, and you figure out who's going to be in the Super Bowl in Tampa next year, and I know you're going to let us know.
Give me that ball, defense.
Haywood. 53, check 53.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Brought in left side by Snead. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Watch the run, zoom.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson. And incomplete. Daniel Sorensen there on the coverage.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
High seven.
53 to Mike. 53, check 53.
Come for you.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball.
To throw again is Jackson. Roberts got it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. They get 14. On that one, that's good for a Baltimore first down.
Another Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Jackson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
You remember me? Let's go, baby. Off.
Check 13.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Hey.
Short.
Jackson will throw again. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Let's get that ball.
Check safety.
From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Check 31.
Shit.
Now Ingram, he's been busy today. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Orbit. 53's to Mike. 53. Check 53.
So we got man.
Mike, 53. 53.
Go. I'm coming after you.
Kill.
Delta. Turn up.
Kill. Turn up.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Steps away to his left. It's caught by Roberts. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. Well, certainly not how they drew it up. A fourth down gamble turns into a fourth down scramble. But all is well. First down.
Check 56. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Go. 56 is Mike. Go, go. 56 is the Mike. Rip right, rip right.
They'll run here with Ingram. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
Mike's 56.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
Echo, echo. Boys, 56. Check 56. Rabbit, rabbit. Rabbit, rabbit. Check the backer, check the backer.
And again, it's Ingram. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Check 3, check 3. Wahoo. Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, let it go.
Third and goal, Jackson. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance,
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
D-line, get that quarterback.
Alert flash.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
Here I come. 56. Mike, 56. Right there.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Roberts with it over the middle. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Let's go.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Go. Watch the motion. 53's the mic. 53. Check 53. Here we go. Shift.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Snead's got it. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Oh, you got deep? Check 43. Go. Mine. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Excellent. Tackles. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike,
on 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Got him in. It's Brown. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Switch it. 53's the Mike. 53. Check 53. Watch the run. Go. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day. Come on. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. You go night.
Again, Jackson. This will be caught at about the 5. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Mahomes going to throw it here.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Mahomes going to throw. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken short.
And, partner, not only is he kicking himself right now, he's going to petition the league for 99-yard fields. That's almost not fair to get it that far and not get into the end zone. Nevertheless, a great return.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more.
63, Ravens 14. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? 1st down, and they're in punt formation. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this kick will be touched down as they spot it inside the 45-yard line.
Here we go. At their own 43-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all. Sammy Watkins, he's going to go. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. A big play there, Mahomes to Watkins, 53 yards. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Mahomes now to throw. Got his man. It's Williams. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So now on comes the field goal unit. And this will be a, shall we say, a rather optimistic try here. And as is to be expected, this is nowhere near being good from that distance. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.